Yeah, what's up, man? Bet you were wondering when I was gonna do the PNB Rock video, right? No, not really. Well, maybe some of you, so I know some of you are wondering about what I think about it. So, um, well, okay. What I think about it, I'm a fan. I've been a fan of PNB Rock for a minute, you know. I only listened to an album and a couple of songs, but those, songs I fuck with heavy, I fucked with PNB Rock's style. I loved his style. He has that Fetty Wap style to his music. So yeah, of course I like PNB Rock. It doesn't matter if I listen to all his music. It just matters if the music I heard from him impacts me. And yes, it has. So I felt some type of way when he died. Of course I did. And I don't feel like that about most rappers. Most rappers die, I'm like, great. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? It's like whatever, what's so special about him? But I haven't felt this way since Prodigy died. Real talk. I didn't even feel that way about DMX all that much. DMX is cool, but he's alright. I never really was a big X fan. It just wasn't. You know what I mean? So, or Doom. But yeah, Prodigy, man, he died. It hit me. And PNB Rock, same thing, man. It's just not gonna be the same having a PNB Rock dead. But what do I think about the situation, though? Well, I mean, if you ask me, the situation between, yes, I've heard about, how he's with this girl and, they went to Roscoe's or whatever in LA, which I've heard about the, name Roscoe's and rap songs. That's about all I know about it. Vaguely. Yeah, I've heard about how he went there and was with this girl eating, and then this girl put his location, and then people went to go rob him, and then the robbers, talked about how his girl set him up, and the robbers, saying PNB Rock owed him some money. And whose fault is it? I'm willing to bet it's PNB Rock's fault. I mean, the root cause of it, it's all really PNB Rock's fault. Because first of all, what are you doing associating with these hoochie mamas, man? You're like 30. I mean, you're 30, bro. You're not young no more. You're old. I mean, 30 is young, but when it comes to being around this young crowd of artists, it's old. What are you doing associating with these hoochie mamas, these hood rats, these ratchet hoes who ain't good for nothing? What are you doing? You gotta be settling down, man. You gotta be out the fucking hood life, out the streets, and who cares what people fucking say, bro? You put in the work, you got your money. Once you got the money, you're out. I mean, look at Jay-Z. What would Jay-Z be if he was still hanging around Marcy? All throughout his career and never leaving the hood. Even with $1 billion, bro, he wouldn't be here. He wouldn't be where he's at. You gotta just cut them off, man. Fuck them. You know what I mean? If they want to be where you're at, well, let them do it. You know what I mean? What they do for you. So, I think it's at the root cause, it's PNB's fault, man, because you don't gotta get associated with these hood rats, and you don't gotta get associated with. Well, that's another thing. The robbers, they know how he owed them money. Why you getting associated with them in the first place? Two, did Selfish go sell millions of records? You know what I mean? That should have how you sit. Like, and then you were on, double XL. It was a good look. You had like, come on, you were making money. Like, are you that strapped for cash that you gotta go back to the streets? It's like, speaking of Fetty Wap, Fetty Wap style, Fetty Wap did the same thing. He went back to the streets, and he had like a year where he like sold like even more records than PNB Rock did. Like Trap Queen like went diamond. I remember those times. Those were some good times. I was glad hearing Fetty Wap on the radio almost every month. But I mean, yeah, he's another dude. He went back to the streets too, and sold drugs. It's like, it's just stupid. Like you got out, man. Like, what are you doing going back? You know what I mean? Unfortunately, thank goodness Fetty Wap hasn't left yet. But PNB did. In my opinion, it's his fault. He's 30, bro. You're grown. You can make your own decisions, man. You can choose to be around these people or not. But you chose to be around the streets, and you 30. You gotta do the Jay-Z thing, man. Or even like the 50 Cent thing. Like, all these guys are multimillionaires. Nelly, all that shit. They don't go back, bro. Take that George Costanza route too. Like, Jerry said how George doesn't have that leader's mentality. And then George said, well, sometimes those guys don't make it back. That's quite a comparison, right? But it's true. These guys who make millions get out the hood. They want to stay back because they want to keep it real and, be down with the streets and all that shit. Like, they didn't make it back. They didn't make it back. All these guys that kept their millions, sold millions of records, they didn't go back. You know what I mean? But these guys, they want to go back. Why? I mean, what's there? What's there? I mean, really. I mean, if you ask me, there ain't nothing there to go back to. Just just get out, man. Just get out. And so basically, yeah, it was his fault. I believe it was his fault. You could say his girl, his girl did this, his girl did that, but why? What type of girl would even like put him in that situation anyway? And that coincidentally, those robbers came and took his life. I think, the girl probably, the girl, she probably did set him up. Kind of makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, puts the location, all of a sudden robbers come rob you of your chain, like, and then shoot you dead, like, come on. Come on, man, like, yeah, this girl probably set him up. I don't see any other way around it. But at the root cause of it, it's really, he's grown, he can make his own decisions. He's 30. Come on. 30, and you associate him with these fucking, these hood rats. These motherfuckers that want to stay stuck in the hood. You made Selfish, man. It went like 3 times platinum. I looked it up on Wikipedia. It did go 3 times platinum, by the way. That's just all getting records. You don't need to go back. And people say, oh man, he left Philly, man. He too scared to come back here. Philly don't got no love for him, man. Fuck those people. Who are they? A bunch of angry, bitter, garbage, no talent having ass motherfuckers. Who cares what they think? Yeah, so it's it. Yeah, I mean, it really is kind of his fault. I mean, he chose to put himself in these situations. I mean, he's grown. Should have known, when shit didn't look right from the beginning, but he didn't. And as far as, I mean, yeah, I mean, the only person you gotta really be mad at is kind of just, yeah, I mean, you kind of gotta be mad at PNB Rock. He was no angel, but I mean, because like why he with this type of girl in the first place? You know, why is he even in Roscoe's in the first place? Why couldn't he just go to, you know, Beverly Hills or whatever? Fuck the hood, man. The hood ain't got nothing. Bunch of bums, no fucking drive, salty, bitter, lazy, smoke weed. Like, bro, fuck those people, man. And they're not good for anything anyway. Alright, so that's my perspective on the whole thing, you know. I felt some type of way in terms of just how his music emotionally impacted me. And then, but at the same time, why did he put himself in this situation? And his girl probably was connected with the robbers somehow. I mean, I'm no detective, so don't be like, well, how would you know? You didn't go to law school. You don't know nothing about this, man. If you really want to know about solving court cases, why don't you go to law school? You know nothing. Bro, it don't matter if I don't know nothing. Who gives a shit? This is my theory from how I look at it. That's it. And most likely, these motherfuckers ain't either, so. What real law that's murder case solving motherfuckers on YouTube anyway? Nobody. So, y'all ain't know better either. Alright. So that's what I think. PNB Rock, he fucked up. You know, he should have known better. His girl probably did set him up. I believe that could be the case. And, yeah, he just got involved around people. His ego doesn't want to be leaving the hood, you know, leaving the people behind. I gotta be so real, you know. I'm a real ass motherfucker. I gotta go back, you know, and rep my homies or lazy bums. Like, come on, man. You don't need them. No one's gonna judge you. Jay-Z did it. 50 did it. Nelly did it. You know what I mean? All these multimillionaire rappers. Diddy did it. They all left. Now look it. You can say what you want about their character, but they still rocking. They still around. You know what I mean? They still shame with high class people. They're just going up and up and up. Well, anyone else who don't go with that mentality is dead or bound to be dead or broke. Hey, you ask me, leave the hood for good. It didn't make any sense. Why does it rhyme? Because it's true. Alright. So that's all. That's all I gotta say. And, yeah, I don't know who else besides my YouTuber base is gonna click this channel. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. I mean, I'm surprised at that video about how I went on a date, got over 1,000 views. That shocked me. I had no idea, but yeah, we'll see what this is gonna do, how much numbers it's gonna bring in. So yeah, enjoy the content. I'm out.